Et voila, bonjour friends, bonjour, bonjour. Cynthia here, and welcome to another edition of Beachside Frolics, live on the beach in Aruba. Bonjour, bon dia, buongiorno, buenos dias, bon dia. Greetings to all of you all around the world. How are you this morning? It is Monday morning. It is Martin Luther King Day in America. And today is a holiday in America. So today I would like to talk about Martin Luther King's legacy. Right, let's talk about that. Let's see, Michelle says, hi, hope you are well. God bless you. God bless you too, Michelle. You have a wonderful day. Hello, good morning, Andy B73. Let me know where you are watching from, everyone. Hello, Joanne, Linky. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Come on in. This is another edition of Beachside Frolics live in Aruba. Aruba. If you were watching last night's live video, you would laugh out loud at Zeev and Mikey's attempt to roll the R in Aruba. It was hilarious. So after watching this live, go and take a look at the other one, and you will see what I mean. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Tracy says, blessed Monday morning from Trinidad. Hello, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning. Good morning, Irie. Good morning. Someone says, Bahamian watching from Atlanta. Hello, my Bahamian family. The 242. You know, I was born in Nassau, grew up in Freeport, went to primary school in Freeport, so you know I as a Bahamian. Don't get me started to talk like Bahamian right now, because you know I got that Bahamian accent with my Bahamian people around. Okay? Bahamian watching, let me say hello. Commented on your post, and what post did you comment on that I never replied? I always try my best to reply to all comments, and if I can't literally reply with words, I always leave an emoji or a heart or something. So good morning, Trigger. Good morning, brown skin. Good morning to everyone. So today is Martin Luther King Day in America. There are a lot of parades and festivities honoring his legacy. Today, let's talk about his legacy. What do you think Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy was? Boys, what do you think Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy was? Go, Mikey.
Okay, I think it was about...
Talk a little louder so that everyone can hear.
I think it was about giving freedom to everyone, no matter what kind of person they are.
Okay, that was my grandson, Michael. He said he believes Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy was freedom for all, no matter who you are. And Zeev, what do you think Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy is?
Trying to stop segregation because it's not fair.
No segregation because it's not fair. Okay, wonderful.
We're watching.
Wonderful. Okay, so Trigger, you say you are a law student and you're wondering if you can gain some work experience opportunity with my husband because he's a lawyer. Yes, my husband is a lawyer. However, I do not get involved in his law firm at all. I don't answer any questions about his practice. I keep his law firm separate from my social media. This is my social media, and I include my husband sometimes, and I limit it to just our frolics, so I cannot answer that question. I have no idea what he does as far as with law students and stuff like that. I have no idea. I stay out of it. That's his business for over 30 years, and I've probably watched him in court twice. since we've been together. So I don't even get involved at all. So I wouldn't be able to answer that question, and I have no idea either. Sorry. Sorry about that. So you guys, we're talking about Dr. Martin Luther King's legacy, and my grandson and my son said that it's basically about freedom, equality, no segregation. And as someone, I'm going to talk about a very hot topic here with people from the islands. You know, blacks from the Caribbean, particularly because I am from the Caribbean. Blacks from Haiti, Jamaica, blacks from the Bahamas, Trinidad, Guyana, Bermuda, Barbados. You know, even blacks, even Africans, when they come to America, it's like, and I'm going to admit it, it's like blacks from the Caribbean reap all the benefits of the work that Dr. Martin Luther King and others did for black Americans in America. Okay, we reap those benefits. However, there's like a little division, for lack of a better word. There's a little division where blacks from other countries, when they get to America, they, think that they are better than, they think that they are better than, but we're all one big family from Africa. We're all cousins. And you have to remember, people from Haiti, the Bahamas, Trinidad, Tobago, Jamaica, Africa, blacks coming from anywhere into America, you have to understand that there was work done before by black Americans, which allows you and me to reap those benefits, to participate in those opportunities. So those are, African Americans are our cousins. We are family. You are not better than. If it wasn't for them, you wouldn't even be in America, participating in all the opportunities. So I just wanted to say that. So on a day like this, Dr. Martin Luther King Day, and any other holiday that celebrates black Americans, I think all blacks in America should partake, should participate, should celebrate, should observe, and should honor. And I'm starting with myself. Yes, we are not separate. We are not better than. You wouldn't be in America if it hadn't been there. No matter what you did in your country, no matter if Haitians were the first free blacks and they were pioneers in the revolution as a revolutionary people. It doesn't matter if Jamaica had their independence, the Bahamas had their independence. It doesn't matter. You would not be reaping the benefit. You would not be having the experiences you are having now in America if it wasn't for African Americans and people like Dr. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. Who else, guys? In African American history, Frederick Douglass. All these people. Okay, so that's what today's topic is about. Realizing that we are one. We are one. We are all children of God. Yes, Michelle, and we should not treat each other. We should treat each other with respect. Yes, I totally agree. So, they're our cousins. African Americans are our cousins. We are family. So, that was today's topic on this Martin Luther King Day. Honey, I'm live. And I am live. There's Honey chatting it up on the beach. He's the man out here on the beach. He's the man. He's the man. He's been coming here for over 30 years, 35 years, and twice a year. So he's, look at him. He walks around to all the huts with his Bugs Bunny shirt on, talking to everyone. So cheers to our Black Americans. I don't like the word African Americans. Black Americans, they're Americans. We are Americans. I'm a citizen now. I'm a citizen of the United States of America. And for those, again, I always say that because people think I got married for a green card. I came to the United States legally with a green card at the age of 13. So I didn't get married for a green card. I had one at 13 when when my family moved to Miami, and my mom opened up a restaurant and I moved up for school. So I came with a green card. Nevertheless, I prefer saying Black Americans as opposed to African Americans, because it still creates a separation. We are Blacks. We are Americans. We just happen to be Black. And again, people from other countries, Blacks from other countries, you should respect the work of the Black American pioneers like Dr. Martin Luther King. Because of them, we are participating in the benefits of America and the opportunities of America. You could have come from the Bahamas straight to the United States, or from Haiti straight to the United States, and you would not have been treated special because you are from another country. They still see you as Black. You're still a Black person in America. Okay? So, all of this superiority complex, all of this, because of what your country did or is, no. That would have had no weight in the United States if it wasn't for Black Americans. So respect them, salute them, and know that we're all cousins. We're all the same. We were all came over from Africa, just dispersed in different places. And the ones in America did the work for us. Oh, you guys are quiet today. Ha ha ha. Someone says, Willie Mae says, God bless Monday morning. It's cold in Alabama. Expecting everyone is doing well. Good morning from the UK. All right. So that's it for today. Let me show you today's outfit. There's a lot of wind. As I said before, Aruba is very windy and very breezy, and it's so windy that it bends the trees into beautiful shapes, and they are a significant part of the architecture here in Aruba. They're called divvy trees. Okay, here's what I'm wearing.
Gives you enough time to go back all the way.
I'm wearing a wrap with a black and white Moschino swimsuit and Prada sunglasses. Simple, very simple, but still chic, still elegant. And that's it for today. That's what I'm wearing. And that was today's topic. So whatever you're doing today, take some time out to honor the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King and others who paved the way for Blacks living in America. Willie Mae said we're having a parade this morning in Alabama. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. Let me give you a story. When I first moved, when my mother relocated to, yes, he was a wonderful man, Michelle. And his strategy was just amazing. I don't think he was a weak man or a punk at all, but he had a strategy of peace, and I can imagine how hard it was I got stories for you. I can imagine how hard it was to maintain peace when you're being persecuted, when you're being ridiculed, when you're being beaten, and you still have this strategy of peace. Can you guys imagine peace as a strategy? I tell people all the time on social media, peace is a strategy. Peace doesn't mean that you're not doing anything. Peace doesn't mean that you're weak. It is a strategy. Peace and patience. It's a strategy, and it's a powerful strategy, and it takes a lot of resilience and courage to use peace and to use patience to get your goal. Because me, I have a little temper, a little temper, and I can imagine someone like intentionally persecuting me, ridiculing me, beating me, and for me to just take it because I'm gonna prove a point. I don't know if I can do that. I can probably do it for I don't know. I can do it. I can do it. I know I can do it, but it will take a lot for me to do. So I celebrate. Today we're honoring peace, we're honoring patience, we're honoring the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. But what I wanted to share with you is a story. I met someone, his name was Bob Adelman. He was one of my, I would say one of my mentors. Who is Bob Adelman? Bob Adelman was the official photographer for Martin Luther King. I'm telling you, I met some great people, and they always seem to be older. I have always been drawn to older people because I love being around people who have more experience, more knowledge, more wisdom, more money, more resources, more intelligence than I do. That's just how I am, okay? I can't be the smartest one in the room. I have to be the one that can go in the room and absorb everything. That's how I am. So, I met Bob Adelman, who is a famous photographer. He was on the cover of Life magazine. And in my conversations with Bob, he revealed to me that he was the official photographer for Dr. Martin Luther King. You know those pictures where they are hosing the black people down with water and stuff? Bob Adelman took those pictures. The photos of Dr. Martin Luther King's widow, Bob Adelman took those photos. Bob Adelman took every recognizable photo that you see of Dr. Martin Luther King. He took those photos. And guess what? He told me he was hired by Dr. Martin Luther King. This is not hearsay. He was Dr. Martin Luther King's official photographer, and Dr. Martin Luther King made sure that Bob was with him everywhere he went. Don't do that, Zeev, because if you do that, the wind is going to cause the sand to blow and it's going to fly all over me. Okay. And that's not going to be a good thing. Okay, so don't play with the sand near me. You can play with the sand somewhere else, but not near me. Okay? Did you guys put on sunscreen yet?
What time is it?
It's 10:03.
Oh.
Pardon the interruption, my friends. So what I was saying is Dr. Martin Luther King hired or worked with Bob Adelman. And Bob Adelman got all the right pictures. He was able to capture the front row or the front, like he was like in the center of what, all the action. Like when the people were marching, he was in the front as the police officers were beating the women and hosing them down with water and beating them with sticks. Bob Adelman was right there, and he showed me all the slides, all the photographers. He gave me a couple of those books too. He also worked with people like Andy Warhol. He's a famous photographer. Yeah, I think Bob died now, because when I met him, he was like in his early 80s. And I just picked his brain like crazy. Picked his brain. And he was the one who told me when I was first wearing my afro, he was like, Cynthia, you're gonna intimidate a lot of people wearing that afro. He said that to me. And I was like, why you said that? But I believed him because the man, he was like front row and center with Dr. Martin Luther King, the official photographer. All his photos were in Time magazine, Life magazine. I saw it in his, he had his house was like a museum of photographs of famous people. And so it was interesting to see how smart Dr. Martin Luther King was. People thought that he was this weak guy who was that he was weak, but he wasn't. He was a master strategist. He was a master strategist. He had an official photographer. He utilized peace and patience as his strategy. He documented it, with Bob, and that's why we have the receipts today. So, yeah, that's my. I almost forgot to share that. Bob Adelman. You can look him up. Bob, B-O-B, Adelman, A-D-E-L-M-A-N. White guy. Wonderful photographer. Very, very smart. And the funny thing is, I remember during one of our mentoring sessions, Jay-Z had just released a book. Jay-Z had just released, the rapper Jay-Z had just released a book. I should not use a speaker. Hold on, I'm just reading the comments. Jay-Z had just released a book, and I saw him with the book, and I'm like, why are you buying a book from a rapper? He said, oh, the rapper just released a book. I want to see what he's saying. I want to see what's inside his brain. And I'm like, wow. You bought Jay-Z's book just to see what's in his brain. Interesting. So, yes. Well, my friends, that's it for today. This brought back a lot of memories. Yeah. Take some time out if you're in America, particularly if you're a black person, even if you're from the Caribbean or Africa, to honor the work that our black American cousins did that allowed us to reap the benefits and participate in all the wonderful opportunities and benefits of being an American citizen and living in the United States. It's because of people like Dr. Martin Luther King. And again, maybe you want to try it. Try using peace and patience as a strategy. Resistance, fighting, being loud, protesting loud and violently. It works. Haiti got their independence, but peace and patience is also a strategy as well. Because people will think that you're weak, and you're absolutely not. People will think that you are weak because you are patient and you are peaceful. All the while, you are realizing your goal and your agenda. And that's what the iconic Dr. Martin Luther King did. Have a wonderful day. Yes, our Italian dinner was wonderful last night. I'm going to share that soon. Okay, my friends, that's it for today. Happy Monday. Have a great week. This is a new week. Hope you have many new, wonderful new experiences this week. And if you don't have wonderful experiences, don't let it overtake you. Just go back to the drawing board, replan, evaluate, replan, and take action again. All right? Love you guys. Bye. Happy Dr. Martin Luther King Day.